Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday. Chatty Cathy here for another podcast on how to be healthy, pre-prevention, anti-aging, and nutrition. But we're not going to talk about nutrition today. We're definitely going to talk about anti-aging, and we're going to talk about all over body health, our circulatory systems. So to start out, circulation, for the life of the body is in the blood. That was written a long time ago. And what I've actually learned studying about the circulatory systems, and this is a little bit more in depth of the last 4 years, that there are actually 4 circulatory systems in our body, and they all work in different ways, and they all work together, right, to make us healthy. The first circulatory system is of course, our heart and our great vessels. And that's where it all starts. Or is that where it all ends? The second circulatory system is our capillary circulatory system. They cover every part of your body, right? The capillaries have many, many jobs, and we'll go over what those jobs are in a bit. The third circulatory system that we have in our body is our lymph system. The lymph system is actually part of our immune system, and it also flows throughout the whole body. Lymph capillary system is what they actually call it. The fourth circulatory system is our energy circulatory system. Did you know that you had an energy system and that it is actually so important for the health of your body, for the health of your mind, for the health of your spirit? Comment below. Did you know that we had 4 circulatory systems? Did you guys listen to my podcast last week on laughter and happiness? You got to do that one. It's a whole new workout. Absolutely. Some people have already talked about yoga, laughter yoga, and other things, but maybe there'll be a few things that you didn't know. Please listen to that. That'd be awesome. For many years, they've been studying circulation in the body. So healing is actually proportional to the blood flow within our body. In 1909, Dr. August Beer of Berlin, Germany, published his famous textbook on hyperanemia, right? He said if you give more fresh blood, our blood, of course, to any part of the body, it's going to heal better. It's going to heal faster, right? In 1998 is actually when they discovered that we actually have 2 blood transport systems, the microvessels or our capillaries. They indeed have their own pumping system, right? And the circulatory system that we usually talk about and that we usually take our medications for is only 26% of your body's blood flow. And 26% is from your heart and from your great vessels, right? The big vessels up here. The most abundant, and to me, the most important blood vessels are the capillaries. Our microvascular circulation. These are the smallest blood vessels. Only 1 cell can go through at a time, right? So you have 26% from the heart and great vessels, and 74% is the rest of the body, our capillaries. So like I said before, the capillaries do indeed have their own pumping system. Capillaries are very thin-walled and they're very flaccid, right? Which means they can accommodate many, many different pressures from the arteries and the arterioles. The arterioles are one of the last vessels that go through before you get your capillaries. So from the arteries, and from the arterioles, and from the other 26%, which is our heart and great vessels, that's how the capillaries are actually flowing. They have many, many jobs in our bodies. But one of the most important things that capillaries do are they are temperature regulators. Are you always cold? Are your hands and feet always cold? Think about it. Our capillaries actually regulate the body's natural function to heal itself. The American Medical Association said up to 85% of the reason for having such difficulties in recovering from injuries and recovering from illnesses, it can actually be directly traced to a compromised microvascular system, our capillaries. Microvessels cover and protect every single organ that we have because the capillaries actually attach the arteries and the veins. So arteries take blood away from the heart and the veins bring blood back to the heart. But the capillaries actually put them all together, right? And they're able to cover our organs and all of our tissues in just the right places, like a protective net for the cellular exchange to occur, right? So this is where diffusion takes place. And diffusion actually kind of means that the good stuff is able to come in and the bad stuff and the waste products can go out because of our capillaries surrounding our organs and our tissues. The capillaries are the centers for diffusion. Diffusion happens other places, but the capillaries are the main ones. So if the capillaries are all clogged up, then we can't get our nutrients in, we can't get our oxygen in, and we can't get our hormones down to the very being of our body that we actually need it. And we can't get rid of the waste. We can't get rid of the toxins. We can't get rid of the carbon dioxide. We can't get rid of all the dead cells that need to go away, right? Another aspect of our capillaries is that they have no smooth muscle at all. Like I said before, it all changes the width because of the pressures from the other circulatory system. So the capillaries actually move very passively, right? They have no smooth muscle, right? There's also minimal to no nerve receptors or drug receptors in our capillaries, right? So what do you take medications for? They get absorbed in the other 26% of the blood flow, which is the heart and great vessels. Only little bits of the medications that you take every day actually get into the capillary system, actually get to where our organs need it, right? Also a compromise with the microbiome system. So if this isn't up to balance, right, your immune system, your gut, there's a good chance that you're not getting anywhere the nutrients and the medications that your body actually needs to survive. The medications that your body needs to live productively. What do you take your medications for? Comment below. Think about it, right? The third circulatory system we have is our body's lymph system. That's part of our immune system, right? Like I said, it's part of the thymus, the spleen, the appendix. It's in our bone marrow, and it's in the Peyer's patches. And they're actually found mostly in the small intestine, right? The lymph system has capillaries too. It has tubes, it has collecting ducts, and it has the lymph nodes, right? And everybody knows what the lymph nodes, oh my gosh, it's in the lymph nodes. Everybody knows what that is, right? And the lymph nodes are actually strategically placed, and they're in clusters throughout the whole body. So when our fluids pass through, they're able to help the body's immune system. So within the little lymph nodes, and you can look it up to what they look like and where they are, they're actually white blood cells that actually engulf and destroy the damaged cells, the toxins, the things, infectious organisms, and whatever else doesn't belong in our body. The lymph system helps, right? The lymph system is closed-ended, and then they actually, after they do what they're supposed to do, they actually dump their fluids into our great vessels up here, the subclavian veins, and then onto the superior vena cava, okay? And then it all goes through a cycle again. So hopefully your lymph system has done what it can. Hopefully your lymph system isn't blocked up. Fluids seep throughout the whole lymph system, and they're reabsorbed, but that's the most part. And the Peyer's patches I found are in clusters in the ileum, and that's the end really of the small intestine. So these lymphoid nodules monitor our intestinal bacteria. They monitor our microbiomes, and they prevent growth, too much growth of harmful bacteria. They prevent too much growth of our microbiome too. So they kind of finish the digestion for us before the chyme, is what it calls, goes into our large intestine, which is the cecum. Our immune system kicks butt, doesn't it? Giving it one-ditch last effort in the small intestine to keep unhealthy, dangerous crap out of our bodies. And like I said, there's 4 or 5 different types of white blood cells in there that eat up the bad stuff, okay? The lymph system actually works independent of our regular blood system, right? The heart and great vessels and our blood capillaries, okay? It takes away all the waste materials and also carries and brings food and nutrition to delicate areas that blood flow doesn't go. Like cartilage, the lens of our eyes, right? I think that's so beautiful. The finer chemicals in life. So in the eye, there's just osmosis. There's no arteries to carry the minerals in and the veins to carry the waste out. The lymph system is actually what works there, right? Carefully removing particles as they kind of float around, carefully removing the bad stuff as they float around and getting them away, right? The lymph circulatory system doesn't work through the beating of our hearts or through vasomotion, right? Or the way the arterioles get the capillaries to go. The lymph system, which cleans out toxins and harmful products, I'll say it again, only works if you get up and move. Another way to help your circulatory system is to stretch differently, you know? You need to break up that deep fascia and get your circulatory system going to let all that energy flow. Look up how to do it correctly, you know? Stretching your deep fascia, right? And your deep fascia is actually where you hold traumas, negative emotions, all the things that you kind of carry on with you in your life and you don't even know it. I started stretching this way a couple weeks ago because I knew how to stretch, but I didn't know to kind of do it this way. So you're stretching your shoulder, but if you're pulling your arm back opposite away from you, you're stretching your deep fascia, right? And I did that because I can't ever crack my back. It's always feels tight. And I did the cat stretch or the dog stretch or whatever, where the cat stretch up. And then one where you try to stretch your lower back. I can crack my back now. And I've done this only a couple times. So make sure you learn how to do it correctly. Please look on YouTube, ask your doctors, ask your exercise person, whoever teaches you how to exercise, ask them how to do it correctly, okay? Other ways you can get your lymph system moving includes deep breathing, using your belly. Look that up also so you get it correctly. Dry rubs, if you're not sure what that is, look it up. And massage. Massage actually increases circulation in 3 of your 4 circulatory systems. So yay! So yes, everybody needs massage. Massage has such a wonderful benefit for everybody. So I'm giving you permission. Woohoo! The 4th circulatory system is our energy circulatory system. This system is greater than all the systems put together, and most people don't even realize that they have this. I knew I had energy system, but what I've been learning over the past 3 years now, oh my goodness, it's so wonderful. And it is a beautiful flowing system that we have. And it is the most important one, I believe. Energy is all around us. You would not believe how far your specific energy flows. It combines with other people's energy. Their energy combines with yours. The earth combines with you too. There's energy even in just a piece of wood, a car, or a tabletop, or your golf club. It still has energy. Talk to your golf club. Where do you want that ball to go? I'm not crazy. Well, actually, I am crazy, but I'm not wrong. That's, you know, so if you hang around negative people, their negative energy will actually change your positivity and will actually change your personality if you hang out with them for too long, right? So how's your environment? Change that below. What things have energy that you didn't even know about, right? It's wonderful to learn all this lovely stuff and then be able to share it with you. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for listening. All of our circulatory systems need to be balanced. What I always say about balance, everything has to be balanced. They all have to work together for our survival. If the thickening of the walls of the arteries and the blood vessels, the hardening of the walls of the blood vessels with cholesterol, dead white blood cells, waste products, it actually starts in our late teens, or that's when it was supposed to start. But now, with the way the American diet is starting in our younger children. It's starting a lot younger now. Starting from the smallest blood vessel up, which is what? Our capillaries. Remember, one cell goes through at a time, right? The capillaries are our most important blood vessel. Our poor little organs, they're clogging up and nothing can go out. All the bad stuff can't go out. The good things like blood, nutrients can't come in, and you can't get the waste and the bad things out, you know? It's not a good thing. It starts from the capillaries on up. Hardening of your arteries. There's plaque in your arteries. Have you heard that? There's plaque in your blood vessels. Have you heard that? Too much plaque in a blood vessel in the heart. You know what that is? That's a heart attack. Too much plaque in a blood vessel in your brain. You know what that is? That's a stroke, right? And it's not good. All this stuff building up, festering, causing acidosis, causing havoc in the body as the years go by. It's not a good thing. At the beginning of this sequence of events in your life, and as it progresses, inflammation sets in, then you get aches and pains, discomfort, diseases, illness, and that includes all the side effects of your new diagnoses that you're getting. This is a cycle, and this is a cycle that you do not want to be in. This is a progressive cycle that you do not want to be in. Since all of our circulatory systems work together for overall harmony and health in our body, what are you going to do? So one circulatory system is affected, it's going to affect everything else, and then it's going to affect our bodies. And then our bodies actually try to respond, you know. So you have a slow moving sewer system, which is your lymph system. You have a poor functioning survival net, which is our capillaries. And then with our heart and great vessels still trying to pump fluids and fuel and everything that we need through our clogged up systems, you know what? You better call that plumber. You better call that plumber, because it's not going to be able to push through. It's not going to be good. And where's our balance? Where's our balance that we're supposed to have in every organ system when it goes that way, right? I would spend the money. Or change your input, change your mind, change your activities, change your nutrition. Yes, I'm saying it again. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Your body deserves it. Your body wants it. You depend on it. As far as energy is concerned, even if your body repairs itself and rejuvenates itself by your thoughts and by your beliefs, by what you say about yourself, about what you feel about you, that can change. Do you dwell on and do you talk about all your aches and pains? Do you talk about your diseases all the time? Do you talk about your doctor's visits all the time? Or do you talk about and think about and believe that you're on the road to health, that you're on the road to a greater love for yourself, that you're getting better, that the world is getting better? And yes, it is. Even if it's just a little bit of time, yes, it is. Do you dwell on all the beauty around you? Do you talk about the good things that you're doing for yourself? Do you talk about the good things that you're doing for your family? Talk about the great things that you're doing for the earth? That will change your energy, and so many beautiful things will change. It'll help the rest of your circulatory systems work better. It'll help your microbiome work better, right? Love, learn, and take control. So what are you thinking about? I sure hope it's positive. Your thoughts and your beliefs have a far bigger impact on your health and your well-being than your medical test results do. I promise. I love you guys. This is a very short one. Now you know that you have 4 circulatory systems, and what are you going to do about it? Comment below when you find out how to stretch your deep fascia. Let your doctor know what you're doing. Please, 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 that you're trying to be healthier. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for the texts and the love that you guys send me all the time. I'm so appreciative. I'm so grateful that you're listening to me. I have 41 subscribers. Shut the front door. I have 41 subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Please watch all my other podcasts. Take your time. Take the notes. Comment below. Show me your special notebooks. I want to see your vision boards too. I also want to know what you've decreased. What have you gotten out of your input, out of your fuel sources that are making you and your family healthier and happier again? The month of May, we're going to be talking about flowing things. So we'll figure out what's going on with the next one. I have no idea yet. I'm going to take a break for the rest of the day. You guys have a great day. I love you so much. My name is Chatty Cathy. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I'll see you next week. Bye. Mwah.